Welcome, folks. Welcome to CraftRiddle, episode 42. This is Dwarf Fortress, being played by Callisto8413. And the reason why I have stopped playing to start recording is that we have a caravan. It has arrived. Thank the Lord, it's early autumn, and a caravan has arrived. Since we've last visited it, or since you've last visited it, things have not gone better. It's gotten worse. We are officially, technically, in a tantrum spiral. A tantrum spiral is something a Dwarf Fortress player calls when somebody punches somebody else. That person gets arrested, but the person who got punched is now really angry, and he goes off and punches somebody else. That person who punched somebody else gets arrested, but that second person is now really upset. And while the people who have been victims are happy about the arrests, other people are unhappy that the relatives got punched. Your mom punched my dad. Your uncle punched my baby. And things start to go out of hand because everybody starts to get angry. A family of 5 has one of their relatives punched or arrested, and now there's 4 people who are going to go off and vandalize something, or kill a pig, or start a fist fight. Or, and what happened with us, our mayor went crazy, tantrum, had to get replaced because you can't have your mayor in jail. That would have been the second mayor we had in jail, so I made Gopher the mayor again, even though Gopher had all these other jobs he was doing. One of our children actually went from tantrum to berserk. Total, completely haywire. And, well, they had to be neutralized. The military didn't even get involved. The general populace around them basically dealt with this kid. So, welcome to 2020. Still, the caravans arrived. They will have stone and metal. I will be able to finish this fort. And while it sounds like I'm a little frustrated, I'm actually kind of excited because it means I will hopefully succeed. And I'll finish what I consider to be a very challenging fort, which has tested my skills. Now, there is a problem. Our broker, who I selected, has no skills. Gopher used to be the broker, but when I made a mayor, I tried to give his other jobs to other people, and the broker, there's nobody who had the skill required to really do appraisal. So, the first thing I need to do before going to the, see, this is the caravan and the outpost. So here's the caravan showing up. And the representative of our home, mountain homes, also supposedly also showed up. Announcements? Where? Oh, there he is. Alright. So, yeah, he's here to talk to us about import and export and all that kind of stuff. Give us news. But before any of that happens, what I want to do is pick a new broker, because our hammerer right now is the broker. Don't know even why I picked her. But as you can see, the Gopher's the mayor, and I picked other people to be the manager and the bookkeeper. But unfortunately, I ran out of people of any skill when I went to the broker. And I wasn't thinking about the fact that we would have a trade deal going on, and then we actually needed somebody who knew what they're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace him, not the vampire. I think the administrator is that was the old mayor, and right now that mayor is in a hospital, I think. No, so I'm going to have to pick the Gopher again. He knows appraisal. He's a good appraiser. So there we go. Now, as the caravan approaches, we want to start bringing stuff over here. Now, before I do that, what was it we were making for them? There was items they wanted from us. Well, we always make toys. Toys are good. But what was it they wanted from us? Was it toys? No. Fish? Let me see about our last... Civilian port missions, artifacts. Excuse me. That's us. Fortress of CraftRiddle. Brilliance of Waves. Salted Standard is our civilization. But let's see civilizations. Salted Standard. Brilliance of Waves. That doesn't tell me. I need to see... Excuse me again. I need to see... That doesn't help me. Holdings and tribute. I don't think we have any. I need to see what... treaties. What was the import-export? I don't think I could see that. That's kind of annoying. Reports? No, that doesn't help me. Job lists? Well, whatever. Whatever we have that looks good and we don't need it. Like bad clothing. I will bring that to the okay. A trade broker, gopher, give water. He's giving water to somebody who's probably hurt. Okay, so I need to goods to be available. Now meat. I suppose we could sell the meat, but no. Let's see. Trade goods available to be moved. Don't want to fish. So these are not prepared. These are all unprepared food. That's not a bad idea. I don't want to give them barrels. Yeah, okay, so fish, eggs, some eggs, not all eggs, plants. No, we don't want to give them seeds. What seeds we can't use, we brew. So actually that's probably not something I want to give to them. No, keep our weapons. Training weapons. We have training weapons? I don't think we have training weapons. Oh. Ammo. No, keep our ammo. Leather. Keep our leather. Cloth. Wood. We have plenty of wood to trade. Do we have bars? No. Trap components. Bodywear. No. Headwear. No. Footwear. Headwear. Ugh. A mitt. Nobody wants it. Shields. No, there's not really a lot of things. Well, we could trade that. No. You know what? Don't trade the cheese. It's stuff we actually use. We eat it. Alright. Finished goods. Toys already being brought in. Tools, no. The pots are actually being used for something. Nickel cage, no, we might actually use that. No. If it's not being used, then it means somebody's dropped it. But we don't want to give away too many. Some of these might be actually in our tavern. Nope. 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 We have thread. Why aren't we using the thread? Ropes. I don't know. Crutches. Yeah, okay. Okay, and we do want a trader requested. So, yes, I know you're throwing a fit. Tantrum. Somebody's fighting, or somebody's sick. Farmer's fighting. Somebody's fighting again. There's a wounded cat. Oh yeah, and somebody killed one of our pigs also. So yeah, there's a lot of tantruming. Tantruming. Lost or destroyed. Ugh, probably somebody took his mug. Can't drink. Somebody took his mug. No. Where's the caravan? Here they come. Please don't mind the fact that there's a mess over the place. That things have been destroyed. That things haven't been finished being repaired. Only 2 wagons? Oh. Yeah, there's a couple more. Whoops. Yeah, it's a water buffalo. They're carrying items on the water buffalo. And where's that other guy? Son of the guy running around. Merchant, yes. Merchant. Oh, there he is right there. Mark's Dwarf, yeah. So they have somebody with a crossbow. A guard. A spear dwarf. Another merchant. A hammer dwarf. Merchant. Who's that? Why is that guy? Oh, is the mayor outpost? Is the mayor someplace else? Good grief. The mayor must have been... Oh, yeah, he was retrieving a drink for the wounded guy. And we have traction. So I'm hoping that these guys bring us stone and metal. So I can make mechanisms. So I can make the drawbridges for my water supply. And hopefully a traction bench. So if somebody can get healed properly. The merchants have arrived and are unloading their... Ugh, that's a mess. The whole place is a mess. Dress wound, need cloth. Yes, I know. Okay. Can't trade yet. Still giving water someplace. Alright, well, I'll be back when we're ready to trade. Representative of the home, the mountain home. Let's discuss your situation. Okay. There's much to share. Information added to Civilization World Info. I doubt it. Alright. Request you have of our merchants. Well, I'm always going to need stone. Metal bars? Okay, iron bars. And stone blocks? No, I need regular blocks. I need regular stone. Just regular stone. It doesn't have to be good stone. Whoops. What's cheap stone? What's cheap stone? Granite? Granite's not really that cheap. Let's go. Oops. No, not jet. And that's done. What is it you want? Yeah, I've already done all that. Alright. That's mine. Okay, alright. Offer for your craftsmanship. Okay, what do you want? Show me what you want. Okay, so let's look over what you want. Spears. Ain't gonna happen. I can make you wooden spears. Battle axes. It could happen. Tan hides. Might happen. Drinks. Splits. Leather. Amulets. Cloth. Rings. Cheese. Backpacks. Meat. Well, some of these I can offer, some of these I can't. Whatever. I'll do the best I can, dude. I look forward to our meeting next year. Our fortunes rise and fall together. Well, yes. Now, the mayor, having had his meeting, is cleaning up, cleaning himself up. And now he's coming to, hopefully, trade it. Okay, so we have a. We have it. He is now here at the trading post. We can trade. Let's do this before anybody starts a fight with the traders. Alright, lead bars. Yeah. None of those bars actually help us make chains. Certain metal types will help you make a chain. I don't think any of those will help me make a chain. Or a mechanism, I should say. Fine period. Okay, first, let's sell you the stuff we have. Let's see how much we have to... Let's see how much we have to sell. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so we have almost 89 units of currency, whatever you want to call it. I'm not even sure I'm even offering them everything. Ooh, now it's 13,000. All right. I could definitely get all the stone I want from them. $17,000. Okay, let's see bars. I can take the bars, but I really want stone. Ivory cut stuff. Yeah. Blocks. Don't want blocks. Cool blocks. Oh. Yeah, no. Blocks are not what we need. I need... there's one. Yes. Sandy clay? Will that be useful? Okay, whatever. Okay, so that is... value 200... So they'll get us almost 17,000 profit. Yeah, I'm not going to give them 17,000 profit. What I am going to do is buy some nice stuff, as in cloth, because we're giving them a lot of crap. Ooh, milk, ale. Some of these barrels are full. Beer, wine. Pick? Yeah. Don't want a training sword. Don't want a training sword. Don't want a copper short sword. Bronze short sword. Bronze spear. Copper hammer. Let's not worry too much about that. Okay. And let's get down to... oh, they have nice weapons. But I want... Ooh, plaster? Yes, please. Okay. I want... Oh, well, we already have leather, but leather's cheaper. Cloth will be expensive. There it is. That's expensive. That's expensive, but they'll still have a huge amount of profit. They still got 12,000 worth of profit. Okay, let me try now for some anything food. More interested. Come on. See, this is because they had wagons. That's why they could carry all this stuff. And I can now use this stuff to make clothing. That's not too horrible. Okay. Copper volts. Oh. 75. All of them. Alright. Ever no. Brain. Just little things that will make people happy. Add to the variety of food we have. Look, we're giving you a whole bunch of fish, I think, so. Watermelons, yeah. Okay. Now let's see if you have anything in the way of... Look, we're selling you. We're keeping our cheese, so I'm not sure. That's it. Books. Oh, that's really expensive. Now, we still have things to sell? Okay. $5,800. Is there? Oh, even more than that. 8,500. Some of this is actually junk. I mean, some of this we probably need. Some of it, though, is junk. Oh, wow, we do have a lot of cups, don't we? And toy axes and all sorts of stuff that... I'm not sure I want to give them all... Well, the raw stuff? Yeah, they can have that. I don't care about that. See, most of this is prepared. So this is prepared food. It won't go bad. Ooh, they'll still make a lot more money. Cucumbers? Somebody I'm sure wants cucumbers. Strawberries? Thread's not that bad. Get the cheap stuff. Doesn't have to be that cheap. Yes, I'm sure he's very ecstatic. We could get more cheese. Is that... Can I view that? Yeah, it's covered with water. Crafted keyboard. The keyboard allows musicians to select the pitch of the instrument. So this is part of an instrument, a musical instrument, but it's not the full instrument. Opids. I don't want to get into gems. Some ropes would be nice. Ooh, 300. He still seems pretty happy with us. Well, that's the stuff we sold him. He seems okay with the business. I'm not buying my stuff back. Horse. Ooh, we could buy a horse and eat it. Paca, no. Gray squirrel blood. No, I don't want gray squirrel blood. Elephant blood. Why would I... Gremlin sweat. Ugh, God, what... People are weird. Oh, you're my people. Never mind. Any more barrels full of drink? No. Just swords. Training sword. No. Poo, 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 poo. I think that's good enough. And this stuff wasn't in the barrels, so they... Okay, alright. There. That's 361. So let's get something that's... less than 361. Can I try that? That's it. And that means it's over. So now we should be able to ask for somebody to start working on mechanisms. Where is my... No. There he is. And the metal smith's forge? I don't know. What kind of bars do we have? Do we have bars? Whoops. That's not it. Stock! Stock! Bars! What bars do we have? Copper bar, nickel bar. Oh, copper bar. Excuse me. Copper bar can be made into a mechanism. Please. Mechanism. Mechanism. No? No, you can't? Maybe I'm looking at the wrong person. Excuse me. I'm having issues. Smarter? Fishery? Mason? Still? Carpentry? Drillers? Oh, did I hit the mic? Sorry about that. Craftsman, craftsman. Huh. Loom, ashery. And they're doing that now. The forge doesn't... I don't want siege equipment, trap components. Is a mechanism a trap component? Yes, it is. Now, I don't need it in repeat, but it doesn't matter. So now somebody's actually making a cancels copper mechanisms. What do you mean? Needs one copper bar, but we have copper bar. It showed it in our stock. Oh. Okay, well. So they're not going to do that. Alright. But the workshop, the mechanics getting those things worked on. Okay. So I will be back when we have, hopefully, a lot of mechanisms. Because the mechanisms will allow us can I even see if they're starting it? If there's any way to start that mechanism. Okay, so those are already in use. The 4 red means they're already being used for the gate. And the lever that controls our drawbridge, basically. So I will be back once we have more mechanisms. Okay, it looks like actually somebody can construct a copper mechanism. Which means it might have been that the copper bar was lost or misplaced, and they found it now. Yippee-yi-yay. I hope that this will end the episode, because if I could get the waterway to work and at least get one traction bed or bench, that will complete this fortress for me anyway. I mean, if I was running this fortress as a game for myself, there'd be a lot more to do. But also, I probably wouldn't have challenged myself like this. I'd probably be in a mountain home. Excuse me, once again, with lots and lots of rock. So a lot of the problems I'm facing, I did to myself as a challenge. But I might be able to finish this episode. Maybe. Okay, folks, well, you might not see it, but I've cut a little channel in the earth. Ironically, a few people were going to go do it, but they kept on getting sidetracked. In the end, Gopher, one of the original founding dwarves, ended up cutting that little piece of ground. And what he did was open the channel to water now flooding into that underwater, underwater. Well, it is technically underwater now, but into that tunnel I made. Now, both of these drawbridges now... That's not what I wanted. There it is. Are working. And this one is up and that one is up. So they're both working and the water is filling up this part. Oh God, I've been so long. This part of the tunnel. It's up to 7 out of 7, which means this is full of water right now. And a dusting of mud. So what I'm going to do is tell somebody to pull this immediately. That should open that drawbridge. So let's see if anybody's going to do it. It's a farmer. He's going to pull the lever, so we'll see who... excuse me. She's going to pull the lever. She's going down the stairs. She's going to the lever room. And when she pulls it, the next section of that should fill up with water. Now, somebody was found dead, dehydrated. Nobody's drinking the booze like they should. And the water floods in because it's at its highest height of pressure. Now, I have made it so there's zigzagging up here. That should slow down the pressure a little bit. Because water likes to try to get to the surface where it originally happened. So if you pour water into a hole, it will. If you keep on pouring water in there, it's not going to stay at a certain level. It's going to go up to the surface. That's why there's ocean level. It'll try to go up back to ocean level. That's why water doesn't go up to mountains, but it does come down to mountains. There. And let's see. That. 2 units, 2, 7, 8. So it's going to fill up. Now, the reason we have these airlocks here is because some supernatural creatures can go through water. So once the well is full with enough water, I'll block it off. And now the best part about that is the well is a few stories high, which means, whoops, going the wrong way. So there it is, that gold little circle there that looks like a beehive. So the water will fill up once I let it in. I'll let it get up to here, then I'll close it off. The mud will settle on this area, fresh water will be above it, and the well will now provide people with fresh water even when it freezes outside. Yeah, the rest of the fortress is going kind of to hell right now, but I'm just worried about this. So I want that to be a certain level. Whoops, once again, I haven't played this in a while. Oh, there's a lot of shells. 7 to 7. All right. So now you pull that one. Dude. Okay. There you go. So somebody should come down. Who's going to do it? Meditating on lighting. Okay. Who's going to pull the lever? So even though things are going crazy, people are still doing the work, sleeping, eating, listening to stories, doing their job, making ambulance, hunting, weaving, reading in the library, praying, dressing wounds. Nobody's going to pull that lever? Sometimes kids will pull levers too. That's the kids will do things on their own. I think I lost somebody. Oh, well, that person there. Yeah, okay. Somebody died. Duh. I might have been checking too soon. It might not have registered. Come on, somebody. Come down here and pull the leather. Come on. Come on. Pick up, clean, recite poetry, listen to poetry. Of course, it could be I'm just not focusing properly, and I'm not. Or it could be everybody has a job already. Somebody's pulling the lever. It's a peasant. The peasant. She will pull the lever. The lever, the lever. And there should be enough pressure that when that opens, whoosh. Yep, there it goes. Now, because we're underground, the water once again is going to want to try to go up to where the ocean level is, where the original source of the water is, which means it will fill up and go up. So we just have to wait till it starts appearing on the second level. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of junk that got washed down with it. I keep on pushing the wrong button. Sorry about that. But the water level past here should be in 7 of 7. Yep. So it's going to come in here real fast. And what I need to do is wait till it starts to appear above the level above this. Yes, you're always throwing tantrums. All of you are throwing tantrums. Yeah, because they're not drinking. They've stopped drinking. They've become sober, which happens to dwarves when they go and they start getting depressed. Humans drink, dwarves become sober. Probably start eating carrots for all I know. Okay, so it's already up here. Not yet. We're actually, this space is still empty. We're looking down on the water. Two. Okay, it's got it. We gotta wait till it fills up. The floor is becoming muddy. That's why there's a door there. Because every once in a while, if you close those airlocks, you could use that door to get in there and clear out stuff if it evaporates. I don't have an outlet. If I had developed an outlet, you could actually flush the water out, send people in there, clean out the dirt, let more water in, so on and so forth. Bigger fortresses with massive water storage facilities and stuff like that, they'll do that all the time. Guys will have huge water projects because sometimes the water is used to flood out the enemies. You'd be amazed at how many people use water to make traps and drown out the enemy. Still not high enough. We'll probably start seeing it. See, there's a little splashing going on. Merchants will be leaving soon. That's good. Still open space. See how it's thick. So near the entrance, it's already 3. It's getting to 5, 4. Starting to fill up. Six, 5, 5, 4. Yep. Still coming in. Really starting to flood now. It's pushing stuff around. 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, it's almost. It's getting up there. The problem is I might have slowed down the pressure too much. It might not be willing to go fill up the whole area. Seven, 7, 6, 7, 7. Okay, 6. So yeah, it's getting pretty close. It's almost reached it's almost filled up that entire level. Which means it'll start if it works, if it tries to equalize the pressure in here, it will start to rise up. Whoops. Once again, sorry about that. Open space, open space. But is it registering up here? Oh. Is it registering here? Alright, let me see. Well, open space. Am I getting water? Am I getting water? There has to be a way to figure out. Still open space. It might be that 7, 7, 7. That's all water. It's not going up. Should I have kept it a level up to pour in? Well, it could be that my well just screwed up. See, that shows that it's still pouring in. And the fact that it's all 777 full height suggests it should be building up. Let's check on my other project. So I've asked for a traction bench to be made, and I'm not sure they're doing it, because I did have enough mechanisms. I'm not sure they're doing it. They're constructing rock mechanisms like crazy. Could it be the last rock mechanism hasn't been designed yet for the traction bench? Horrified. Okay. Let me check stocks. See if we have mechanisms. We have plenty of mechanisms. Why isn't there being a there? Okay. It's because the same. Okay. That should be there. So you should make the. I want that bench done. Now, still only open space. I think I may have misdesigned this, because I've designed wells in the past. And the idea is that water will try to go back to where it starts off from. So there shouldn't... You better not mess that up. Okay, first off... pivot. Okay, yeah, nobody's opening that door. And nobody should open that door. Because otherwise they're really stupid people. I've done this before, but usually past designs, the inflow was higher up on the first level going down to the second level. Or if you're going up, second level going down to the first level. But the thing with water is it's supposed to be high pressure. This water should at least gone up. I've done that kind of well before. So I'm kind of shocked that it's not. It could be I'm just not giving it enough time. Or the creek doesn't have enough pressure. Well, open space. It's saying, see, if it was getting water, it would probably say water, so I'm a little concerned. Yes, I know, because you guys don't know how to clean. So the water there is 7. It's not... I'm a little upset that the well's not working properly. But let's see how this is working. That should close the levers. That should close the drawbridges. Unless there's something stuck in them, we should see them appear at their placements. Yep. The first one's appeared. So now we should have fresh water, even though there's garbage in it. We should have water. And we should have a traction bed very soon. Except it's not being constructed. Because it hasn't been validated yet. We have a stray llama going around. I'm really getting somewhat upset by the fact that I screwed up that well. I think the well still works. It's just... it's, yeah, you could stop making the rocks. Oh, did I tell you to make... Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Listen. I want you to make this. Okay? Yeah, he's confused now. He dropped a rock. So let's see if anybody's going to make a traction bed for me. Traction bench, whatever. There it is. Tin Star. The sheriff is going to be the one making it. And that's a good thing. Now, I've already built an area in the hospital where I can put it down. Once that's put down, as far as I'm concerned, this whole series is over. And I will give these guys back to the wild. They will have their own independence. The city will become... Yes, I know, because I walled him up. Is he actually dead? I didn't think a vampire would die. Well, guess what? Vampires die. If I can get that here. Yep. I guess vampires can die. Okay. That's a little disturbing. Okay. Remove construction. Yes, that's what I want. It's not really the highest priority. Don't worry about it. But, yeah. Oh, somebody's already coming to do it. And they will bury our vampire. Oh, we have 3 animals that got sheared. That's nice. That's at least one thing I don't have to worry about. I still have the were beast there. I wish I had actually built that drainage up here. Oh, well, the were lizard is back. Alright. And let's see if we have attraction. Not yet. Still building. Wow, there's a lot of people doing things that are just completely normal. Constructing. Okay, he's got the mechanism. Our sheriff's working on it. Somebody's throwing a tantrum. That reminds me, I haven't looked at the justice for a while. No, nobody's been... Okay. Nobody's reported any other crimes, so nobody's been punched or vandalized or beat up or anything like that lately. Nobody's touched my hives. interrupted by a rabbit, a bee, a recruit. Oh, the guy's punching people now. Great. Yeah, he's punching people. So he threw something at the cook. He hurt our cook. Once that gets reported, that's going to be a crime. That's, yeah, disorderly conduct. That's already been reported. 8 witnesses. Yep. So, what's going to happen to you? Who knows? It'll have to be worked on first. Yes, he's been found dead. Okay, now, if you're putting that in... Okay, that means it's going to be available. There it is. Yay. Whoops. No, not yet. For some reason, the traction bed reminds me of the Green Lantern. That's the symbol right there in the left. That's just all it reminds me of. So, we're going to have a traction bed. And, horrified. So, we have a child who's already got trauma issues. So, he can't even drink because he's too traumatized. Which means he's... and there's a herbalist who canceled drink because horrified. Oh, boy. Just put the traction bed, guys. Put down the traction bed. And this series ends. Oh, no. The cook was killed? Oh. Does he also like our best brewer? That's like sacrilege. One of you guys beat up the cook? I mean, beating up on the pigs or the turkeys or the kids, yeah, well, the other people. But attacking the brewers and the cooks, that's just horrible, guys. What are you guys talking about? There's a traction bench right there. Come on. Diagnosed patient. Come on. We now have a traction bench. You guys could stop complaining about that and put somebody on the traction bench. Come on, kids. You gotta eat and drink. You can't be traumatized. Do we not have... Wait a minute. I think one of our performers died. Okay, that's the temple. No particular... It has a performer in it. That's the tavern. A performer. The library. A scholar and a scribe. Another temple's a performer. Okay, so we have enough performers. Not sure why they keep on saying we don't. Alright, whatever. Look, we have a traction bed now. Whoever needs the traction bed, put them in the traction bed. You keep on talking about somebody needing it. That's right there. Llama stung by a bee. Okay. Somebody's giving birth to puppies. I'm assuming a dog. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. That's why nobody's putting anybody in the traction bed. Because they don't know it's a part of the... Okay. Let me do this. All right. Because they're not thinking of it as part of the hospital. Now it's its own little hospital. And they should acknowledge it as a hospital, which means that sooner or later they're like, hey, we got a traction bed. Or traction bench. Guys, it's right there, and I just made it into the hospital. Okay, are you not acknowledging it as a hospital? Information, yes. It has a traction bed. Put somebody in the traction bed. It's now active. We now technically have 2 hospitals. I should have built it in there, but there wasn't any room. Okay, you're just cleaning up now. Well, you're kind of cleaning up. Okay, does he still need a traction bed? Or are you going to move? Wait, whoa, sorry. But I just saw somebody... Did somebody just work a bucket? Yeah, they just used a bucket. Okay. Okay, the thing is, I want to see what that bucket's... What he's holding in that bucket. What that bucket... No. No. B. There he is. Okay. No, not the baby. Him. He's giving water. Now, I want to see the inventory. Because I want to see if the bucket... He's covered in water. Probably because it's been raining outside. They really don't like water. Bucket. What's in the bucket? Show me what's in the bucket. Water. Water. Not dirty water, not murky water, but water. The well works. And he's taking it to the hospital. He was taking it to the hospital, I think. Was he taking it to the hospital? Anyway. Somebody used that stupid... You still refuse to acknowledge that it exists. Wait. And there's now a person who's been... And I can now end this series. Because he is now in his traction bed. G. You could do G. Rest, yes. He's been put into a traction bed. Yay. Hallelujah. So, let's see. Health. Ability to stand lost. Okay. Wounds. Treatment. Ouch. History. Okay. Wow. You've been in the hospital a long time. Because the traction bench wasn't available. And they kept on cleaning you and cleaning you. No. Whoa. Wow, you've been in there almost a year. Cleaned up better stuff. Okay, so treatment needs traction, and that's what she's getting. So, ladies and gentlemen, CraftRiddle has now a working sewer. Well, an in way for water to get in without letting in alien invaders. An attraction bench for those really people who have to need their bones refit or whatever. And the vampire is dead. And the werewolf's contained. Or the were-lizard's contained. And most of them are still functioning adults. And I think that's where I'm going to end. So, That means retire. Basically, abandon the fortress means completely abandon the fortress. Everybody goes back to wherever they came from or go to a new place to live. Retire the fortress, for the time being, means I'm no longer in control of it, but it continues to function, for good or for bad. If you did a good job, then it'll probably last a couple of in-game years while you do other things, adventure, make other fortresses. But sooner or later, it might collapse, or it might be overrun, or if you did a bad job, it'll probably be abandoned by a week or so. And you might even see those dwarves with their nicknames and their numbers in future fortresses if you continue to play with the same save file. Real retire. All active saves will be deleted. Yes or no? The fortress has become part of the world. You may resume control later, but the circumstances might not necessarily be as you left them now. Leave them now. Understood. Okay. Guys, I can't find the Y key. No. Oh no, that was the right key. Ending game. So now it is part of the world. Your fortress has settled into the rhythm of day to day, living beyond your concern. Well, the dwarves have gotten back control of their little settlement. A town. It didn't even become a fortress or even a city. Now, the most interesting thing about this is that, like I said, if I played with the same save, I could go as an adventurer and discover the city. And in the old days, you could only retire it. You couldn't abandon it. Or, I should say, you could only abandon it. You could only say, I give up. And some players turned it into a game that asked you for your old saves. And you'd say, don't tell me anything about the city. And they'd go to it and they'd play like Indiana Jones. They'd look at the statues. They'd look at the carvings and the artwork and the way the patterns were made and the architecture. And they'd try to figure out how the city grew and what happened to it and stuff like that. They don't really do that anymore, which is kind of a pity. But there's one person who would, on the threads on the forum, who would ask for old saves, and he'd make a whole story about discovering them and and trying to figure them out. It was very interesting. Great for people who didn't cheat, because you can look at legends, and that's the history. So if you didn't cheat, excuse me, didn't cheat, and you got really close to the real history of it, it was fascinating. But of course, it taught them about, seeing things that weren't there, because they're dwarves. And you're like, well, So look, so I could go to Legends. And what I'm going to do is, because Dwarf Fortress is 3 games in 1. It's the fortress, it's individual adventure mode, where you're a person running around in this world, or it's looking at the history, which is not really a game unless you're a person who likes history like I do. But yeah, so historical sites, that would be what I wanted right there. So CraftRiddle, fortress, even though it's nowhere near that big, was a fortress. Early spring of 250. It tells all these things. The Dominion targets was destroyed, and I probably did something stupid. And it'll sometimes tell you about stuff that, masterful, this, merchants showed up, became a herald, they tell you about. And the thing is, and when requires destroyed and craftable. It'll also tell you about werewolf attacks, or were's attacks and titans. Image Forest was destroyed. Was destroyed. I don't know what they're talking about. Masterful Shield. Puzzle box. Blade to deaths. Ah, yeah. The human bled to death. Yeah, that guy was a werebeast. But they put his original name in there. So yeah, you have to like, hey, we didn't kill anybody. That was a werebeast. Yeah. So yeah, it's basically just this person came here, this person got a new job, this person died, blah blah blah. Now, if you're playing one of those games where you're, you know, don't know what they're talking about. If you're playing one of those games where they're talking about, you know, trying to figure out the history, they would not look at legends. They would go straight to adventure mode, make this demigod of a guy who could at least read, and then the dwarf or somebody else who could read fight pretty well, because sometimes a lot of people like to put their fortresses in areas that are dangerous, or in my case on an island, which means that this dwarf or human would have to swim there, so they have to be a really good swimmer. So yeah, and this goes by this, you know, midwinter blah blah blah. I can make this go a little faster by just grabbing the arrow, then going, or I could actually just do page down. So basically, this game, which felt so long, was 3 years, less than 3 years, about 3 years. And the last thing here, mid-autumn 253, the local government of the civilization, the settlement of CraftRiddle, regained their senses after an initial period of questionable judgment. In other words, you're an idiot. So the vampire actually got an infection, and they blame it on one of the other dwarves. Oh, that was probably the guy who... There's another guy who bled to death. So there's a lot of fighting. Yeah. Oh. Cell knives. Went berserk. That must have been the kid. Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to pull up the military. But, yeah, but that's well, at least that's one version of Dwarf Fortress. There are 3. And I've now uploaded the next version, and I'm thinking about doing adventure mode, which could be pretty long or pretty short depending how badly I play it, because that is, you're an individual. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. You're an individual. You can get a party. You don't have to get a party. And you go out and you do stuff. It's totally up to you what you do. Just like in this game, it's totally up to you. Totally up to you what you want to do. You don't have to settle on an island and make your life a living hell. You could settle in a mountain area with water and trees nearby and lots of coal and metal underground, and you would probably still have problems because there's plenty of different problems. You wouldn't face the same problems I did. You'd just face different problems. And depending on how good you are at it, you would find your own way of solving those problems, some of which might work, some of which might be brutal. So, and this is all a game that's barely 40% finished, designed by 2 gentlemen who accept basically donations. They live on donations. And once the game comes on Steam, hopefully they'll get enough from that. But yeah. And if you give them money, actually, they'll send you a little story or a little piece of artwork. Pretty cool, actually. So, guys, this is the end of CraftRiddle, and I never want to see it again. It was fun. but also frustrating. But on the other hand, I made it. Good day. Be safe. Keep the masks on.